Our top story, Keenan and Ruben's family finally get justice 5 years after the two friends were brutally murdered on the streets of Mumbai. The Mumbai Sessions Court has convicted all 4 accused in the Keenan and Ruben murder case and sentenced them to life imprisonment. The 4 accused in the case have been found guilty and given life term. Keenan Santos, aged 24, and Ruben Fernandez, aged 29, were repeatedly stabbed in Andheri East when they tried to protect their female friends from being harassed. On the 20th of October 2011, Keenan and Ruben were standing outside an eatery when a group of men passed lewd remarks on the women present in the group. Keenan had reportedly objected to the harassment, following which the accused returned with a group of men. Keenan was stabbed and died the same day, while Ruben succumbed to his injuries 10 days later. The 4 accused, Jitendra Rana, Sunil Bodh, Satish Dulaj and Deepak Tiwal, have been charged for murder, conspiracy and molestation.
I'm joined by Keenan's father. Let's speak to him with regards to the judgment. Sir, what was your first reaction? I saw you hugging Mr. Ujjwal Nikam.
Yeah.
Was the entire judgment so favorable? I mean, did you like the judgment so much?
Yeah, the judgment was what I wanted. I've been saying it so long, also even in the press, that I wanted a judgment of life imprisonment unto that till their death. So it was it came like I used to say, God has suddenly showered his full blessings and everything on me. So I felt that weight of it, and I had not cried on the time Keenan this thing, because I was just fighting and all that, suppressing everything inside. So today it just bumped out. It bumped out to say that, come on, let us also come out and enjoy our video.
So, Keenan's birthday has just gone by. You know, if it had probably come here early, it would have been a huge present for him. What was your first reaction when you actually saw his, another birthday go by and the judgment not really
that time I was a bit sad. I had put up a post also on Facebook wishing Keenan and saying that I'm sorry I could not give you a gift. But I think Keenan has played a mischief with me, Keenan and Ruben, because now my birthday is coming and this gift has come already before time.
I'm joined by Ruben's family. Let's speak to them with regards to this entire judgment after 5 years. Ma'am, do you think, at some point did you feel that, you probably might not get justice, but now after 5 years you finally have attained what you actually aimed for?
Yes. Of course, we did not feel that we would not get justice because our boys were innocent, But we had to have patience with the law in our country. That's it. Yes.
Looking at the entire incident when it had happened, Benjamin, could you tell us, with this regards to that particular night, those 4 men in the court today, in spite of all the entire trial and everything, they still said they were not guilty. What was your first reaction when you heard that?
Well, they were always like that throughout the hearings. They were always full of pride and not respecting the court even. But they do not have any respect for life. So such a statement from them is obviously expected.
You were there on that particular night. Out of these 4, 2 actually were involved in murderous activities, while 2 were also involved in harassing the girls. Do you think the judgment that you received now is something that satisfies the entire family and the society per se because of the kind of heinous activity that they had indulged in?
I think the judgment has fitted the crime, so we are satisfied with it. We are very happy with it, and we'd like to thank the judge, Ms. Joshi, also. Yeah.
Ma'am, if I can just ask you, today when the judgment was being read out, did you miss, the fact that Ruben was not, there with you? I mean, he himself had tried to protect the girls, but in spite of that, he had failed, and he lost his life after a few days in the hospital. Those days in the hospital were, I'm sure, the most torturous for you. Did you remember all these days today?
Yes, memories did come flooding back. Yes, because we missed our son very much. Even now, off and on, whenever we are at home, conversation, we do say, Ruben is to do this, Ruben is to do that. And a very warm-hearted child he was. Very out of the way, he used to go reach out to others, down-to-earth person. Yes.
What was the first thing that comes to your mind when you remember Ruben?
I remember that, what he did was a good thing. In a sense, he went out of his way to protect the women. And I think that is a message we could give every young person, that they help one another, yes.
I'm totally sorry for your loss, but certainly it was nice seeing the fact that such a good judgment has come about and the family is totally satisfied with that. That was Ruben's family expressing their happiness over the fact that this judgment has finally come about. They certainly miss their boys, but with the fact that this entire judgment is favorable, and they feel that the strong message that is now being sent across the society will at some point let others not indulge in such kind of heinous crimes. With cameraman Mangesh Amri in Mumbai, Vidya for India Today.
Court has held them guilty under section 302 as well as under section 354. We prayed today that all these 4 accused be sentenced to life imprisonment till the end of the life, and the court has awarded the sentence life imprisonment, and the prosecution has proved its all charges against the accused person.
Let's now cut across live to Veena Soni, who joins us from Andheri East, where this incident took place 5 years ago. We're also joined in by Sahil Joshi, and in just a short moment, we'll also be joined in by Vidya, who was there at the court when this decision was announced. Let's go across to Veena first. Veena, this was the place where you are right now, where this incident took place. Obviously, when Vidya spoke to the father, when she spoke to a lot of people, the family members, there was a feeling in them that perhaps an incident like this should not have happened. But today's verdict does give them a sense of closure.
Yeah, we are standing at the place where this incident happened, where Keenan and Ruben were attacked by 4 men who are found guilty today. And this place has gone through a redevelopment. If you would see behind me, there is a chemist shop, and this shop used to be Amboli Bar and Restaurant. From this restaurant only they came out, Keenan and Ruben with their friends. A group of friends were there, and they came out. And when they came out, a man he passed a lewd comment on one of the girls, and then they protested. And at this place, they were fighting alone with that man. And then that man went and got his 3 friends here, and they were with choppers, and they started beating them up. And here you would not believe that nobody came for their help. They were beaten up badly, and everyone was watching them. They were just mute spectators. And today also when we came here, nobody was ready to talk about this case, though we met a man who knew about it, but he said, I have not seen that case, so I was not there in Mumbai that day, so I can't talk about it. But yeah, I know something like this happened. In fact, he told us that he is one of the neighbors of Keenan and Ruben. He stays in the same lane, but he was not ready to talk about this incident at all. And that unfaithful night also, nobody came for their help. If somebody would have helped, or probably somebody would have intervened, this thing won't have happened. The 2 young boys won't have lost their lives, because if you see around, there are flats, lots of flats. Behind me, above the restaurant, there are a lot of flats. Just opposite, just across the road, there are a lot of flats. Everyone was watching from their windows. That's what I got to know. And I saw some security guards reading about this news that verdict has come and 4 men are found guilty, but nobody was ready to talk about it. I said, okay, what happened? Can you just tell us about it? Would you like to comment on that? 4 men are found guilty now. They will be in jail throughout their life. They said, no, we have just come here just 6 months back. We would not want to talk about this case at all. And even the guilty 4 men were they are also from this area only, probably that's why nobody wants to talk about the case. There is a slum nearby, maybe 400 meters away from this place where I'm standing. There is a slum, and those 4 people who are guilty of the case, they are also from this area also. That's why people don't want to talk about it.
Absolutely. Veena, do stay on with us. We have Vidya also joining us at this moment. But before we go across to Vidya, let me quickly go across to Sahil. Now, Sahil, as far as this case is concerned, it's not just a case about 1 Ruben and 1 Keenan being attacked. It's about how this story became or had national proportions, where people started talking about how 2 boys who tried to stand up for what's right were punished, and punished so brutally that they lost their life. So in a way, this verdict will have a lot of implications in other similar cases, in other cities, in other areas in the country.
Sanket, in one way you are absolutely right, but more than that, I would say that this particular case was kind of a shock for Mumbai's ethos, because Mumbai is known for kind of a safe city for women. Women can travel at any point of time in the night, even at 12:30 in the night, even at the last Mumbai local, which normally leaves Churchgate station at around 1:15 in the night. I have seen women traveling alone with only one single policeman in the women's compartment. So in all, Mumbai has been always perceived as a safe city for women, but despite that, such kind of incidents which happened around 5 years back actually shocked Mumbaikars, and because of that there was a huge campaign generated after that. No one came on the streets, no one had the candle marches, but on social media the campaigns like zero tolerance against women's crime or zero tolerance against eve teasing was launched, and it kind of built up a pressure on not only on the administration but also on the police administration, because after that, I mean, a lot had changed after that particular incident, because police started this campaign of women beat marshals on the streets of Mumbai. That they started a special number for those who think that they are being harassed by a group of people. They can immediately call up the police, and police help started reaching there immediately. Police officials were told to be very quick about such kind of complaints, and they were told that nothing can be tolerated if a woman makes a complaint to the police station. So everyone was sensitized after that, not only the senior police official but the police officials at the local level as well, I mean at the police station level as well. But more than that, it was kind of a shock for Mumbai, because this particular incident happened not so late in the night, but happened in the area which is quite buzzing at the time when this happened. The place which Veena was trying to show was earlier Amboli Bar and Restaurant. This particular incident had so much of effect that this bar and restaurant had to close down, because kind of people stopped going there, and after that it needed to be converted into some kind of a small supermarket. So it had its repercussions. People have learned their lessons, and more than that, no one came to help Keenan and Ruben. That was quite shocking. So after that, the localites were arrested, because all these.
Oh, we seem to have lost that connection with Sahil. We'll try going back to him. Let me now come across to you, Vidya. You were there at the court. You spoke to the father. You spoke to the family. Obviously, they were upset. Anyone will be, because they lost a family member, an important family member. But perhaps there is a sense of legal closure. He was talking about suppressing his expression, the father of Keenan. But he said that I burst out open. My question here is that obviously legally things are not over. I am presuming that the people who have been declared guilty will be appealing in a higher court. So technically this only goes to the next court. Legal battle is far from over.
Well, certainly, in fact, that's exactly the question that I asked, not just Keenan, but in fact, Ruben's parents as well. And all of them are pretty sure that they will have to probably fight it out even till the Supreme Court. And in fact, Keenan's father clearly said it is not just to the Supreme Court. Even if they go to the death god, even if they go to God asking for an appeal, he will ask, he will fight it out even there as well. That's the kind of emotions that they are really going through at the moment. In fact, they say that they are ready for the legal battle. But it's not just a matter of this particular legal battle that the entire family is talking about. They are asking for an entire society to awaken. In fact, what they have been asking is for the entire campaign that they had started right after these entire murders had happened. They said that on the night, in fact, Benjamin and Avinash, who were today there in the court and had been at the site of the incident as well, they kept saying one thing, was that at the time of the incident, the entire street was crowded. There were loads of people. The girls were shouting. They were asking for help at the top of their voice, but not a single person came for their help. And that's one thing that had hurt everyone. And that's one of the reasons why this entire campaign had started. The campaign to see to it that there is no tolerance again for any such incidents of harassment, that people come to help. If a woman shouts for help, there is a need for the people around to come and look for it, as to see to it that whatever needs she needs is to immediately meted out. So that's something that the entire family is looking for. And through this, it is only 4 people who have now got, a sentence that they really deserve. But with this campaign, they need to reach out to many more people, is something that they feel. And that's one of the reasons why they have been asking for laws to be amended, for stricter actions, for, the society and police stations to really work together. Housing localities, if there are people in the housing localities who are probably not just looking out from their window, but had actually come out to help, then probably the lives of these 2 men would not really have been lost. It's something that the family is very clear on, and that's one of the reasons why they really wish that at that point people had come out, to help, and that's one thing they're still trying to awaken people around.
So what you're saying right now, Vidya, is that the family is aware that this is the first of the legal battles that have gone in their favor. This is a long-drawn battle, and they're ready to fight it because they feel that a message needs to be sent out. Sahil, we lost your connection over there. You were saying.
Yeah, in fact, what Vidya was saying was actually correct, because the message needs to be sent. In fact, even during this trial, because it took at least around 5 years that finally the court reached to the judgment. But between that, the court, the case was given to the fast track court, and after that the case was transferred to the special women's court, where the court is run by all women. And why it was transferred to the special women court? Because it looks like that the prosecution wanted to send a particular message to the society that how this case is not only a normal murder case, but it is also a case against women harassment, because it all started because of that. So it looks like that kind of message needed to be sent. And as Vidya was mentioning, only 4 people have been right now sentenced and went under the trial. But the bystanders had told police that time that there were around at least 20 people who created the mob, and these 4 people actually involved in murdering Keenan and Ruben, stabbing him multiple times,
right.
And finally Ruben died after 3 days, but whereas Keenan died at that particular spot. So how they are going to send that particular message? What Keenan's father was mentioning when Vidya interviewed him, this is what we need to look at. And as I was mentioning, the whole Mumbai had gone through a change. The Mumbai police have sensitized their authorities, how the local police station and the people who reside in that particular area, how they collaborate with each other to keep such kind of elements away from the society.
Absolutely. Veena, Vidya, as well as Sahil, thanks very much for joining us on this special broadcast. A message had to be sent out. The courts have sent that message, but this is a long-drawn legal battle. We have Mr. Prahlad Kakkar joining us on the phone line. Mr. Kakkar, do you think that this is just the beginning of the legal battle for the family, but definitely a first step in the positive direction?
But frankly, as you know, if you look at the history of this, I think they've been let off very easily, because when you give a life sentence, you are let off after 20, 25 years of good behavior. You're back on the street. I mean, the point is that...
No, but Mr. Kakkar, in this particular case, I'm sorry to cut you short, in this particular case, the court order clearly states that this is life sentence till death.
Now that makes sense. Because I would prefer to see them hung, to be very honest, because there are 2 things. They were believed to have political patronage, so there were Gunda elements that thought they could get away scot-free because they had political godfathers. And they were goons because they were eve-teasing, and when somebody objected to that, they actually became violent, and they murdered somebody with cold blood, because they went away when the boys confronted them, and they came back with a whole lot of friends and armed. So therefore, it was a premeditated, cold-blooded murder.
Absolutely.
And that needs an exemplary punishment, like hung by the neck till you're dead, frankly.
Okay, Mr. Prahlad Kakkar, many thanks for joining us at this moment. We are also joined in by former Maharashtra Chief Minister, Mr. Prithviraj Chavan, on the phone line. Mr. Chavan, your initial reaction to this particular judgment?
Well, of course, this
Mr. Chavan, I apologize, and I also apologize to the viewers because there's some problem with the audio connection, with the telephone connection that you're using. We'll try and call you back again and then try and speak to you. Mr. Alec Padamse also joins us at this moment. Mr. Padamse, your reaction to this particular verdict?
My reaction is absolute. It is a triumph because I've been working with that same group, the Reuben Keenan group, who assembled and formed a thing called Zero Tolerance. And we were very proud of Valerian, the father, who stood firm and said, no, I'm going to fight this case till the end. And he has got a victory not only for himself, but for all women who are molested on the street. And on the basis of this case, I started a group called Izzat Ki Fauj, and we have worked with the Bombay police to arrest eve teasers in a sting operation. It is things like this where I think private citizens have to get together and form civil rights groups. This is disgusting that our country has descended to thinking that women are sort of, I don't know, what can I tell you? That women are treated like prostitutes, and you can go up on the road, pinch anyone in a crowd. So we formed this group, and we have worked very well with the previous police commissioner, and now I'm in the process of restarting it with the new police commissioner.
Okay.
The simple thing is that we have a sting operation and we catch the culprit red-handed.
Absolutely.
He is then photographed on the spot, taken to the police station, and in Maharashtra, as you know, they've passed a law now, 354, saying that eve teasing under 354, you'll get 2 years imprisonment and there will be no bail. So all eve teasers beware. If you're arrested, there is no bail. The case will come up for hearing within a day
So,
or
Mr.
a year.
Mr. Padamse, what you're in effect saying that an example needs to be made of cases like these, of people who are indulging in eve teasing. Thanks very much for joining us, Mr. Padamse. There, it's very clear at this moment. This is a victory not just for Keenan and Reuben's family, but every right-thinking person in this country.